Welcome back, initiates, misfits, mystics, and midnight philosophers. If you hear this, congrats. You found the doorway through the mist again. Come on in. We keep the fire burning. The real blueprint ain't in the senator's briefcase. It's in the rebel's notebook. Maybe it's spray painted on the side of a subway train. Or it's tucked between those pages folks burning at 3 a.m. 'cause the poetry's too combustible. Forget the myth that change gotta trickle down from some marble-domed institution, you feel me? Robert Anton Wilson, he said it slick. Artists are the real architects of change, not political legislators. Politicians play catch-up. Artists write the rules before there's even a game. Art is a code. Like for real, it's firmware for the collective psyche. While the world's getting hyped over bills and bulletins, art sneaks into the system and tweaks what folk believe, what they even imagine possible. Government writes a white paper, Picasso paints Guerrilla. And that one painting tightens a fist in your gut harder than 1,000-page reports about international protocols. Governments debate in halls, but Banksy bombs a wall in Gaza and suddenly the conversation skips the census. You know how it is. The Wu-Tang Clan dropping a secret album just so you realize not all treasures belong in a museum or a market. Sometimes a moment shifts the air, and nothing is the same. I give you a Brother Bridge original. I remember being a kid, a little rough around the edges in Brooklyn, riding the train, NYPD everywhere, tension you could taste. Then I saw this mural, big, wild colors, faces of all races joined in one scream, one prayer, one howl. Stopped me cold. Hit me way harder than any civics class. That one mural changed how I saw justice, how I saw myself in this wild, sloppy world. It switched the channel in my head. Artists do that. They jailbreak consciousness. And as we touched on in one of our earlier transmissions, reality's got more than one password, and artists, they're out here making you logins. So when you think reality is locked, remember, artists have always been the locksmiths. From Basquiat scrawling cryptic lines that still got the gatekeepers shook, to the meme wizard today flipping the tail on social and making millions double take and triple think. Artists are running the firmware update on culture while the old guard's busy rebooting their systems. You don't gotta look hard to see why the powerful tremble at the wild creator. Ross said it best. If you can't jail him or kill him, you fund him. System's clever. When paint and poetry gets too dangerous, they come at you not with chains but with contracts. Here's the deal. Sponsors, awards, a blue check or a branded tee. Let's take that wild, make it mild. Let's badge up the rebel. Satirical ad break time. Cue the jingle. Introducing Success, the only art school that guarantees all your rough edges are sanded down for mainstream approval. You too can be a court jester in the palace of conformity. Just sign here. Creativity not included. But for real, you see it. Some start wild. Basquiat, Herring, Ai Weiwei. They light fires till you can't see straight. But then the machine rolls in. Let's put it in a museum. Let's stamp it. Let's make the merch. It's a tightrope between myth maker and mascot. One step, you're jamming the signals. The next, you're the halftime show. Basquiat painted royalty in the street. Then the system tried to freeze him in a frame. So what's the line? The dangerous ones, Basquiat or Banksy. are out here breaking frames, keeping things slippery. But when the elite can't silence you, they fund you into irrelevance. I don't blame folks for wanting a break. Sometimes survival's a hustle. But we gotta watch. Are we still hacking the game or just playing a role in somebody else's drama? The point is, the system's got 1,000 tricks. But the true outlaw artist, they keep that fire moving, never letting themselves be fully caged or cashed out. And when the crowd cheers bravo too eagerly, that's your cue to slip out the side door and spray paint a new universe. Fast forward. Today's mythmakers are different shapes. Memers, podcasters, indie filmmakers, code hackers. Some are out here thinking they're just clowning or venting, but really, they're updating the culture code in real time. Digital wild style. Even a TikTok that goes viral can echo harder than 1,000 op-eds if it hits the myth circuit right. You want case studies? Peep Shamsia Hassani. She blasts color and voice across Cabo's concrete, where even breathing can be protest. She turns street corners into radical hope. Or John Alston, building community with the Chester Children's Chorus, weaponizing harmony to heal and lift up a whole town. That's art as both resistance and construction crew, building bridges, not just blockades. The realness. Art breaks barriers, but then it builds, beat by beat, image by image. Like we said a few episodes back, all reality tunnels are hacked from the inside. And the best hackers, they're the ones nobody saw coming. Reimagining the firmware of the possible. So this is for every wild spirit out there. Whether you're bombing a stenciled goddess in Kabul, spinning podcasts in your closet, or flipping the mainstream in code or verse, don't let them badge you up and brand you out. Paint the cracks, song the silence, rhyme the revolution. The system is always watching for the next myth maker, but remember, the ones who keep it weird, keep it free, keep it unbuyable, you're the threat and the promise. And if you forget, that's when the world gets small. So build big, dream bigger, and never ask permission. This has been the abode of Sun Moon, pirate frequency, infinite, outlaws only. Next time, more keys, less locks. Peace.